Aloha everybody and welcome to Beach Walks with Rocks. Today is show number 170 and you can find us at beachwalks.tv. It's a beautiful morning here in Hawaii, and I'm going to wrap up my little topic that I've been talking about this week in terms of, sorting through making decisions in life, changing course direction, changing career, changing something that feels significant. Because whenever we make those kinds of significant changes, it tends to stir the pot, as I say. So I was thinking about how to bring this, full circle, and it seems that what we've handled so far is figuring out what's the number one and what's the number two, taking things out to the extreme so that we can look at the worst case scenario and find out if that's actually doable or not. Yesterday, talking about, what did we talk about yesterday? Oh, dreams, and how the number two energy kind of can percolate up from different parts of the subconscious, and can often do that in dreams. And so learning how to use the dreams to be supportive rather than to be frightening or to leave those dream hangover energy blobs, as I describe them. So today it occurs to me that one of the things I've learned, please have a seat, Lex. One of the things I've learned over the last few years is, we say, I'm not a human doing, I'm a human being. And we have the phrase, be here now, live in the present moment. And these, there are so many of these kind of platitudes, or rather, I think they're quite profound, but they become platitudes when we don't really have practical ways of implementing them. They become a pie in the sky, Pollyanna notion without really having something specific. So one of the specifics that I really like and that really relates to the topic this week is, rather than thinking about what is it that I want to do, which is what a human doing would do, is to think about how do I want to feel, and to really describe in detail to myself when I'm thinking about things, how is it that I really want to feel? So if I'm going into a business partnership, yes, I want to get certain tangible results out of that, but I also want to have the experience or the process of that business partnership be fulfilling to me on a moment-by-moment basis. Because I don't really go for the notion that I'll suffer now so that later, possibly later, way out in the future, which I can't guarantee and I know nothing about, I'm going to be happy. I prefer to choose to be happy now in the moment and do whatever it takes to be happy now, and really trust that the universe has my best intentions in mind and that it will unfold for me and deliver to me each piece of information that I need to move forward at an appropriate time. Sometimes it's very challenging because we want everything now, and when things seem very confusing and I don't have enough information, I don't like that feeling, but I've learned to live with it and trust that things will be okay. Over 20 years ago, I first came to Hawaii, and I had this experience of swimming in the ocean first thing in the morning, and that so resonated with me that got to keep an eye on the girl here. Anyway, that so resonated with me that's one of the things that I've focused on in my life, that, I really love swimming in the ocean in the morning, first thing. And lo and behold, it took me quite a bit of time, a couple of decades to work that out, but nonetheless, here I am, and I do get to swim in the ocean every single morning for the most part. And focusing on how is it that I want to feel, what is it that I'm really after, not so much the end point, but the process, because there are so many potential endpoints. The universe is so big and so rich and so abundant that I prefer not to limit myself to what my little pea brain can come up with, but instead to focus on what it is that really brings me pleasure and comfort and satisfaction in my life. So that's the wrap up for today. Thanks so much for joining me. As always, I really love having you here with me, and I do feel your presence. So if you'd like to Skype me and Lexi, the Skype is Roxanne Darling. If you'd like to give us a call, the number is 949-544-1456, and have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Aloha.